Give Jeff like 2 minutes, and then we'll start.
Are we gonna have? What does the recap gonna include? Like the rules of playing again? It's been a minute.
Maybe, I don't know. Anybody else want to recap?
No.
All right.
I could recap. It's fine.
Nah, I think we pretty much got it right. And we're allowing more off-game, like off-time play.
Yeah, so that's something I wanted to kind of get your guys' opinion on. So the way that we've been doing it is kind of just continuous play, and if the opportunity affords itself, do we want to have a period of quote unquote downtime where people can go off and do things, and if they've got hobbies they want to pursue, or crafts they want to do, or things like that, or people want to go off and do a hunting expedition, stuff like that, they're able to. But yeah, just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that kind of stuff.
I think where it makes sense, it would make sense where it's appropriate. Like a week, because the king's in mourning, that makes sense. Like 4 years, so that I can make some plate armor. Doesn't make as much sense. Like a month even, I think, would be a little much, but a week was good. And maybe there's a part where we do like decide we need to split up for 2 weeks. But it seems like this saving the world thing is kind of the priority. Not building an ore empire. No, we were putting it on the front burner, where we were staying in the closest possible proximity to the next lead in the case, and he was unavailable for a week. So that was a priority on saving the world.
Okay, so yeah,
where are we at right now?
So yeah, I was getting ready to kind of start the recap. So from last time, right? Last time you guys met was a couple of sessions back, and we did the you guys had dinner with the king and the queen, and you found out that the queen had been murdered, and you went through the whole kind of murder mystery kind of thing, figuring out who had killed the queen. You guys were able to deduce that it was the cook, and that he was kind of like a hired hand associated with the Orlixian army, which is another one of the major 3 armies that make up the land of Arcax. So kind of the end of the last session, you guys had figured out who did it. You guys had retired to the inn, which is located in the royal quarter, and then kind of out of session, we just decided that the king was kind of grieving for the last week, so a couple of you guys opted to go off and do a couple things in between sessions. So that's kind of where we left off, and where it leads us into the this coming session of you guys reconvening at the inn, probably heading back to the king to seek an audience with him as far as what the next step is. I know just a couple of points I'll just mention, and then you guys can decide how you want to tackle them. But one of the main points you guys had talked about from last time is leveraging the equipment from the king. And then obviously there's a couple of side quests that were being pursued. Like Talmek had a side quest or two. Karga, I think he had one. And then obviously where you want to go from here with regards to the next phase of the, your journey, whether it's, looking for the books or if it's kind of assisting with the war, that kind of thing.
Those are separate things. Oh, jeez.
Possibly.
Also, Kiku's quest, reuniting with his god.
That's true. Yeah. We did discuss that, but there wasn't.
Discuss that.
Yeah.
No real progress to be made at this venture, I guess.
No, not at this point.
So I vote. I don't know. Tomac, how are you feeling?
I feel like we should keep going with the main quest line, right? Just to
Well,
keep that
yeah, but it
coming.
was the war or the books. Like going directly for the Orlixians that assassinated the queen and trying to do something about that by preventing that or whatever. Or being kind of in the shadows hunting books. I think is what you were more saying. Is that right, Anthony?
Yeah.
That's more of how you guys had talked about it at the end of the last session and brainstorming. It probably, for the near term, will be one and the same. Maybe at a point and down the line, we'll kind of split. But we'll see.
I was about to say that. I feel like looking for the books will lead to helping with the war more so than vice
I
versa.
agree.
I
I think looking for the books is the right play here. Constantina, looking for the books or revenge for the queen, going straight into the war effort.
Hey, give me 1 minute, guys.
Is anyone else's screen flickering, blinking?
Yeah, mine's blinking and going
Okay.
through a bunch of things.
Mine was before, but it's better now. Anyway, I think my character would definitely, the way mine is playing out, is definitely going more for the books because he's pursuing knowledge of all the magical stuff.
What are the options again? Sorry, I just finally got my camera working.
Books. We're going for the books again, and or we can more directly jump into the war effort and say, screw the books. Let's go for the Orlixians, which is the army that just assassinated the queen.
Oh, so we know who did it. Okay.
Yeah, we found that out a session or two ago. It was the cook that did it at the behest of
Oh,
the
that's
Orlixians.
right.
We went for that whole thing. And
That's
Yeah.
right. You grabbed a piece of fish. Yep. And no one saw you.
that's right. I stole a piece of fish from the gosh.
Stole a piece of fish and you stashed it in your pocket in front of like 20 guards. Yeah.
With heavy armor, with a -2 modifier to stealth at disadvantage.
Yep.
Rolled an 18 at disadvantage.
With many looks of incredulity from incredulous or whatever from the that you did it and then it worked.
Yeah, incredible. Love it when a plan comes together.
Just like your thunderbolt in the middle of the
Yes, that was intentional.
air.
I meant to get arrested.
So you've had a piece of fish sit in your pocket for a week?
No, I gave it back as evidence. I gave it back to the people to use as evidence against the cook. I didn't keep it in my pocket.
Pretty sure you cut it in half or something like that and only gave them half. Nice
Yeah.
try though.
You did.
Oh, well, I ditched that shit last week. As soon as it was no longer relevant.
All right. Are we all caught up? Sorry about that. I think so. I mean,
Going
if you
go for books.
yeah, so I guess to begin again. you guys are coming back after this week of being in the town. You guys are reconvening in the morning at the inn, and you guys are kind of discussing the day's events ahead and where you guys are going to go from here.
Okay, well, if we're going for the books, we either need to decide to leave. I think where we left off is we were having the discussion, do we make a play for the current book and try to keep it with us, or leave it here, get more clues from the king, and go out and get more, and hope that the book stays here?
Yeah, I think we should leave the book here because I don't think he's going to let that thing out of his sight. And we really don't want to try and bring more attention to it, but we can more easily try and get the other pieces as we try and get resources from the king to make that happen.
I agree with Hata 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Well
Does
said,
the king
Hata.
know, what does the king know about the book? Have we found anything out?
Of course, the dragon has something to say. You're not going back to your old ways, are
No,
you?
he's right. We haven't figured out what he has to say yet.
I mean, what is the king?
We haven't even talked to
Even
him
know
yet
about
because we started to talk to him and then his queen was killed.
He's going to hide it in his
Started
mattress.
Yeah. Yeah. With all my coins. So y'all want to head to the king, or you want to? Do we even know where a second book is? No.
No, I think
Nope.
the king mentioned he had an idea of where it was, though. Because we have an idea. Because we know we're going to have to pass over to the south east on the map.
There was
Or am I-
some weird whisper or something that there was somewhere. Either he told us or the other guy told us, whatever his name is. Maybe I'm misremembering.
So,
Can I?
talking about Rydar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought I remembered him or the king said that we'd asked and they said he'd heard like rumors from another party that one was somewhere, but maybe I'm just making that up.
Make a history check.
Don't ever let me roll history checks.
0.
All right. You recall that in your audience with the king last week that he mentioned that there are these 10 books and that he has it on good authority that at least one book is housed at each of the kind of the main 3 kingdoms. So that's at least where you have an idea of where 3 of the 10 are. And then he has some reports of where he thinks 2 other books might be in the surrounding area, but he hasn't disclosed that. He hasn't disclosed that information to you guys yet.
Y'all want to go for the books that are close? Find out which
Dark
ones are
looks
close.
Those kingdoms are freaking far as hell.
Well, it'll be easier to go for the ones that aren't in the kingdom.
Correct.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes, I also agree.
Even if they are just rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even more of a reason to ask for help with, weaponry,
Awesome.
reinforcements, armor, whatever. He wants them, we're shown we're willing to get them and capable of getting them, So.
And if that one book has that summon demons or whatever, maybe the other books will have something strong enough we could just blast the kingdom and take the book from them.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Said the not yet level 5 wizard. You'd be singing a different tune once you hit level 5, buddy.
Yeah.
You guys got to get out of this city if you want to level up.
Yeah, we need to level up. So.
So we go to the king and ask him about these rumors.
Yes,
Let's do it. Cause
that's where I'm headed.
I'm following him.
All right, you guys are heading back to the castle. The guards there. Let's see. You approach the guards as you kind of approach the keep there, and the guard is gonna go ahead and do a history check of his own.
He should recognize me. I just brought 250 pounds of meat through there.
250 pounds.
Dang.
Yeah, man.
Also, I'm glad Magix is a thing, because how did you get 50 pounds of jerky? And I guess you could do that in a week. That's an impressive
Yeah,
haul.
Jeez.
Yeah, I have no idea how long it takes to process that stuff.
3
so-
days.
3 days, exactly. Right, yeah. Couple of days. It's not instant. It's not instantaneous. That's all we know. Anyways, as you guys approach, the guard at the gate seems to remember Karga and Talmec from at least Karga from last session, and then Talmec from his side journeys and his generosity of bringing the meat and the cloak to the royal family. So he says, welcome. He says he just like gestures past him. He says, go on in and seek audience. So you guys move past him into the keep without any kind of issue. You guys enter the castle, and the king is again on his throne, and he's currently in audience with another nobleman. You see kind of Rydar off to the side, and he, as you guys enter, he kind of looks over at the entrance and sees you guys, and his eyes kind of light up, and kind of starts walking over to you guys. Says, as he approaches you guys, he says, well met, travelers. He says, it's been a little bit of time, but finally we had the funeral, and King's had some time to grieve, and I think everybody's sort of getting adjusted to this new normal. Says, how have you guys fared over this last week?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. As good as I could be, I guess. Wish it were under different circumstances, but unfortunately, we are at war. So, but he starts to kind of talk to you guys a little bit more, but the audience with the nobleman and the king has concluded, and as the nobleman kind of walks out, Rydar takes notice of that, and he kind of just stops his conversation. He says, I'm sure you guys wanted to go ahead and seek audience with the king, so go forth and go ahead and ask what you may. So you guys presumably, walk forward, and the king is sitting there, and he says, good morning, travelers. Says, how may I be of service to you?
On a side note, this king, this king has like a 5-second memory span. Sorry.
He's been through a lot.
Yes.
He's old. It can't be helped.
Yeah. He didn't talk about himself in the third person. Oh,
Hey, he could
The
use the
king
royal we.
has had a rough time. All right. Let me compose myself. Sorry.
You're good.
Well, Matt,
Yeah. Who wants to take it from here? I could ask him about meat and stuff, but I don't want to ask him about that.
I was,
2, I think you're presuming that you dropped the food off and you actually met with the king. I never said that you actually met with the king. So,
King, my friend, did you get the meat? I have come here,
he says,
donated plenty of meat for the funeral.
oh, was that you? Oh, yes.
That was me,
I appreciate
Talmec
that.
Picle.
Yes. I appreciate that.
it's like, can't you tell? I have the meat
Much
sweat.
thanks. Yes,
No
I
problem.
wasn't sure when you dropped it off with the guards there. I wasn't sure who to thank, but it's much appreciated.
No problem. I hope you're doing well. I should fry some.
Well as it could be.
Alright.
Sorry about your wife, King. But we come here on urgent business. We were sent here on
course.
this quest, returning the pages to your book. We've cleared undead ruins and brave forests and pirates, and we were hoping that you could give us, point us in the right direction for some of the rumors you've heard, for some of the other book locations, and possibly help provide with some equipment, much needed equipment, as we're early in our questing.
Yes. Says I can certainly help you with some equipment. As far as the books are concerned, do appreciate you bringing the pages back for our book that is housed here. I do have reports of locations, or at least the areas, where a couple of more books may be found. He says, but before I provide you that information, I'd like you to do something for me. He says, there's 2 towers northwest of here, that there's evil presences housed at both of these towers. They've been a pain in my side for the last 10 or 20 years. Says, I would appreciate it if you all could go and purge the towers of the evils that lie therein, and bring the heads of the lords of each of those towers, whoever is in charge of those towers, whatever evil lies within. Bring me their heads as evidence that you've done the deeds, and I will provide you the information.
What kind of
So you
evil we
say
talking
Lord-
about?
Yeah, Lord of these towers.
How many towers?
What have you heard about these towers?
There's 2 towers. 2 towers. One is what we call the Tower of Eslay. All I can tell you about that tower is, from what I know, there appears to be a den for vampires. So be wary when you go to that tower. After you deal with the vampire tower, I would like you to make your way west to another tower, which we have called Sildrash's Hollow. And I have even less information about that tower than the previous one. All I know from my scouts is that there's some foreign beasts, monsters that await you there.
Can
So-
anybody find out? Can you tell me more about this vampirism? Is there a cure? I don't want to be a vampire.
You have any scholars that are knowledgeable and
Make a history check.
who's making that?
Yes, you do.
I'm doing
The
it.
guy with the -2.
I was gonna say before we go, would I have
7.
time to
Boom.
go research?
You got a 7.
No, I rolled a 9.
That's so bad.
Save it for the dumb. Somebody else do a history
you
check.
can't seem to recall whether or not there is a cure for vampirism. But you ask the king that, and he says, I believe so. Not to my knowledge. I haven't had any personal experience with the vampires, but that may be something to ask one of our scholars up in the library. I'm sure it's in one of those thousands of books that we have up there.
I was gonna say, would we be welcome to go to the library and ask, or to
Of course, of course,
learn a little bit more about these vampires before we head on?
of course.
And how far away are the towers? About a day's ride, it looks like.
Probably about a day's ride, day and a half.
Do you have any majestic steeds that we can borrow?
If by majestic steeds you mean the horses that we have here in the stables, I suppose.
Fantastic. So, how do you want to go to the scholars?
Yeah, let's go. I'm going up to the scholars to the library, and we'll like to research a little bit about vampires.
Okay, so
Alright.
you guys make your way up to the. Is this just you, Hada, and Talmac?
I think so.
All right, so you guys make your way up
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna go
the make your way up to the library and seek out one of the scholars there. He says, yes. How may I help you? Are you looking for something? A specific book, perhaps?
Yes, I was looking for a book possibly on vampires, as we are probably going to see some in our next quest.
Vampires. Yes. You follow him, and he goes to one of the sections of the library, and he's filtering through the books there, and he sees this one, and he says, yes. He starts to like flip through it. He says, no. He puts it back. He's filtering through, and he takes out a different one, and he says, well, this is the one that I have that speaks of a potential cure. He says the only cure I see for vampirism is potentially a very powerful spell. Other than that, it says the only cure is death.
All right, awesome. So I think our key there then is to not get bit. See
Don't
what.
get dead.
What are some of the biggest? Is there a book or is there part in the book that tells us some of the weaknesses of vampires? Or what we should not use against them?
Make a history check.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, so you recall, vampires, they don't like sunlight. So if you time your attack accordingly, it might prove or play to an advantage. You've also, in the book, it talks about driving a wooden stake through their heart. That could potentially instantly kill some vampires. Let's see, what else? The book suggests that if you bring holy water, it could damage them. And I think that's it. So sunlight, wooden stake, holy water, or running water. That's also another thing. Running water.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. All right, cool. So we need to thank you for all of the information. I know how to possibly. I think I have a couple of spells in a spell book that I can prepare, and we need to get some stakes and go by the church.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for your time.
Of course. Anytime.
All right, so then we'll go back down and see if Karga's made any luck on wrangling any free equipment from the king.
All right, Karga. What are you getting?
What?
Are you asking for equipment?
Yes. However, I thought you said we had to do this first.
Yeah, so
We have to do it before we get more information about
the
books.
books.
You didn't say anything about
Okay.
getting more
Okay.
more equipment.
Oh well.
So,
Karg, we
King,
need
is there
to-
any way we could get
Yeah.
some some equipment that is much needed for some of our fighters?
That can aid us in getting rid of these tower nuisances.
Perhaps if we can't get equipment, maybe some gold to go into town to purchase some equipment.
What type of equipment are you looking for?
Mainly looking for some, in this case, some wooden stakes would be really good. Some holy water, and then possibly some armor for different people that
Weapons.
might need it. I'm not sure. Weapons, yeah.
He
Maybe
says,
holy arrows as well.
He says, "Well,
Just
I
have a
do
priest.
with
Just have a
arrows.
priest bless your arrows.
I do have, we have a small chapel here, and I can have the priest, the local priest, bring you guys some steaks and some holy water. I'm sure I don't think we have holy arrows, but I'm sure dipping your arrows in holy water will be the same sort of effect. Yes."
Are the arrows made of wood?
You
Just shoot them hard enough,
Technically a stake. Yeah.
but kind of like a stake.
I think they have. I don't know. Look. Investigate your arrows, Talmek. You gotta tell me.
do I roll for that?
Just go in the book. Go in the book and look.
Got kind of
Oh my god, you don't even know your own equipment.
So you take your arrow out and you look at it. And you say,
Whoops.
looks like wood. It's made out of wood. Wooden shaft, at least. It's got a metal tip on the end of it. I don't know what else. You would have to. It probably does not equate to a wooden stake, is what I would say.
Does the king see that we need help with equipment? Because Talmec is just staring at his arrows like a dummy.
Well, Talmec supposedly already has holy water in his inventory.
I do.
Yeah. Pretty sure I do too. Unless I solved it.
And I have wolf's blood out of nowhere.
All right. Well, while you guys are talking with the king, there's been like a footman who's been listening to the conversation and has taken upon himself to go and seek audience with the priest, and he's in the process of bringing you guys back some wooden stakes and holy water. So whoever wants it, you guys receive 2 vials of holy water and I'd say 5 wooden stakes.
Okay.
So whoever wants to put that in their inventory.
Would a vampire be classified as undead?
I'll add the holy water to mine.
I think. Are they? They are.
They're a medium undead, something like that. Like, or at least that's what they
Common
were.
lore, they are straight up undead. I just don't know.
Make
D&D.
make a history check.
Oh fucking hell! Is this a joke at this point? Oh, there you go. My one good roll for the night. I burned it on a damn history check.
You recall your history of vampires, and you seem to remember that they are regarded as undead.
Nice.
Well, you guys dispersed the holy water amongst, I would say, the 3 of you.
There's
Karga
only
as a
2.
paladin
There's only 2 vials.
should be better against. Yeah, but they're stakes. I said equipment.
You said
Do we
holy
all
water.
get a wooden stake?
Yeah, everyone gets a wooden
okay.
stake.
Everybody gets a wooden stake.
I added 1.
So, I'll
And
take
Karga
one
and Constantina
vial of
take
holy
1 vial of holy water each.
water. Okay.
Me?
How does God know?
Oh, that's right.
Talmec and Constantina.
I already had one.
Yeah, I don't need it. Give it to the guy who shoots arrows.
He's already
That's a
got
good
some.
He's got more now.
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah, he could get 2 and splash it on the arrow.
So, sorry, I meant like I already have a holy water that was in the adventuring gear that we had before. So if I could give that to someone, that it might be more useful to, because if I had to throw it, that's not going to work well.
I was thinking more if you get surrounded, you could use it as a close support,
That works.
last ditch
Who
effort
doesn't
to
have
keep
a
you on
holy
your
water?
feet. I don't have holy water, but
Just,
I've got turn on dead. I can use in a
Just
pinch.
coat your fireball with it. Just kidding.
As long as you have like some sort of holy weapon, right? That would work too. Should. And then
Constantina, you got holy water or no?
Do I already have some? I don't think so.
Okay. So you should take a vial then.
you take one.
Also, Sacred Flame is
Say,
Radiant,
I
which
have
I think
Radiant
Radiant
as well,
is effective
so
against.
I don't need it.
I've got 2 Radiant attacks, 3 Radiant attacks.
I also have Radiant.
There's literally a wooden stake
Yeah.
option.
I added it
There
to my
is?
yeah, you can add it to your equipment.
Yeah.
It's a bundle.
So we
of 3,
each
though.
get a wooden stake.
Yeah. Constantina and Hada got the holy water.
It
And
is
everybody
it
gets a
is
stake.
you can change the quantity
Right.
to you can change the quantity to 1 after you do the add it to your inventory.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Where are you seeing the wood stake?
I'm typing
Just type in
it's not
steak.
coming up.
Just type in steak.
Oh, steak is okay. There you go.
Okay. Why would it? It's weird.
And then it'll say 3. Just change them. Just change it to 1 after you put it in your inventory.
All right, steak.
The king says, now as far as other equipment, I don't know if I have any particular weapons that are effective against vampires. He says, but I do have this, and he gives you guys a bag of holding.
What?
Yes, this is what I've been waiting for.
You say a bag of holding.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking A, right.
Says, hopefully this will help you in your travels.
Who wants it?
Ooh, I do, but
Who's got the least amount of space? Like capacity to carry stuff. That's who should get it.
yeah.
What do you mean least amount
So,
of space?
The
Anybody is
encumbered
not
rate.
familiar with it, this bag has an interior space. It's basically like a huge backpack that only weighs 15 pounds, and you can hold up to 500 pounds worth of stuff in the backpack and have it only weigh 15 pounds.
I'd also say
Oh,
who's
very popular.
got the least amount of awesome magic items.
You can check your encumbrance also. If you click on your weight carried, it'll tell you what your capacity is.
Where do you check that?
Or you can just do math. It's your strength score times 15.
My carry capacity, I'm almost at capacity. Heavy armor is... I guess you got the
hell are
same
you
problem
carrying?
though, Karga.
No. My carrying capacity is 270 pounds.
Oh, mine's 225 and I'm at 147.
I have no idea
I'm at
where
two.
mine is. What is mine?
If you click on your inventory and it has weight carried, and then you click on that, like
Okay.
the words, it'll pull it up.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got 10 pounds of bull jerky. I've got 15 pounds of direwolf steak.
Yeah, I'd add
Yeah,
I
that
have
jerky.
25 pounds of pirate outfits.
My carrying
'cause I
capacity is
think
only
5 pounds. of
135
outfits.
pounds.
Right.
So, Kiku, I'm going to go ahead and say that dire wolf, well, actually, you've had it for what?
It's probably
It's been a
rotten
day-
by
it's been
now,
2
right?
days.
Yeah.
Probably gone. Now, you had that before we
No.
left on the ship and everything.
Yeah. You've had that for
It's
at least
it's at least a week. So I'm going to say that that's probably all gone bad at this point.
Well, if I had a bag of holding to put it in,
You smell like
I
fish and rotten.
Don't think a
meat.
bag of holding actually helps preserve food.
not our fridge.
Exactly.
damn it, I was gonna save that for a special occasion.
So
Fucking
now,
steak.
for intensive purposes, those wolf meat is gone bad.
Alright, give the bag to the wizard. He's got the least carrying capacity.
Yeah.
Should have jerkied it, man.
I didn't know that was an option.
Everything's an
Didn't
option.
try.
You gotta dry it.
tried.
Yeah.
We didn't have time.
There's always time. Okay, what's the deal? We can't get any equipment, so are we going?
We need to go get our horses because we ride.
Oh yeah, we need horses.
Okay, so you guys head to the stables, and the stable master there already knows that the king has said that you guys can go ahead and take 4 or 5 horses. So, so yeah, he gives you guys 5 horses to use.
Logistically speaking, how the hell does a dwarf ride a horse? Does he get like a
I
little?
rode your mother.
Does he get a mini horse? Does he get a mini horse?
The
He's got
dragon.
a. Okay, so Kiku has a pony.
He gets a donkey.
Oh no.
They're very well. They don't usually ride horses. They're very quick over small distances.
It's just like Lord of the Rings, right? They were riding donkeys.
Yeah, or Shetland ponies.
He gets a little mini horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's 4 normal sized horses and 1 mini horse.
For the wee dwarf.
So
Okay.
we're heading through.
Okay, so wait, we got the horses, I assume.
You guys have the horses. Yes.
Okay. Do we ever get a direction to where we're supposed to go?
To the northwest.
Okay.
Huzzah! We're out of here.
How do the horses help us precisely? Besides just being cool to ride?
Are we going through
You
mountains?
want to walk
and
there
stuff?
on your feet?
I do. I don't like horses.
Well, you're
You're out of luck. You're overruled. 4-1. We're riding
Alright,
horses.
so you guys, the 4 of you will head to the tower, and Kiki will just take a leisurely stroll.
See you in I
I'll
don't
see you
know.
on the way back.
Exactly.
He'll still be level
Anthony,
4.
you
We'll
gotta-
be level 5.
You got a map?
Did we get clear and concise directions to this tower?
You get some verbal directions that this tower is up, directly north from the city, and it's going to be fairly tall, so it's going to be hard to
fucking
miss.
hell. Are you serious?
Kiku, you missed your opportunity to say, since you were walking, to say, look to the east on the 5th day at dawn.
I don't know what that's a reference to.
Oh my
Hada,
God.
though. Hada's the wizard.
Yeah, but he's the one walking. How does riding a horse? So,
Yeah. I'm gonna be with them at that point. Like,
Damn it, that was Lord of the Rings. You ruined it. The 2 towers? Haha, 2 towers, get it?
Yeah.
that was,
that makes
thought that was pretty
sense.
clever. That was pretty clever.
Also,
It was
So,
funny till he.
good luck with those
Yeah.
vampires without your cleric.
You're not the
I'll
only
see
one.
Is
you in
that
a
a
week.
forest?
You're not the only one that does radiant damage.
Yes,
That's a forest.
that's a group of trees.
So if we travel through the forest, I got that one. Got that one thing. Hang on.
What happens if we just walk around the forest?
Your proficiency bonus is doubled for proficiency skills when you make a check while traveling for an or more in your chosen terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Group can't become lost except by magical means. You remain alert to danger even when you are engaged in another activity. You can move stealthily at a normal pace. While alone, you find twice as much food while foraging. While tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through. So we can scoot on through this forest fairly quickly, and I'm alert to danger.
Let's do it.
Just FYI.
Okay.
So you guys get the horses. Who's got the bag?
I do. I need a.
Okay. You guys make your way out of Collick's Keep, heading north, presumably to the Tower of Eslay. It's about a day's ride. What time are you guys leaving?
What time did we meet the king?
I say we time it so that we get to the tower at dawn, right?
Well, if it takes a day,
I think we travel as far as we can towards it until we can maybe do some recon. Even. What time of day is it?
can we see the tower outside? Like when we get to the end of the forest? Like I see there's a little clearing right there.
You haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. I was gonna say we can make camp at the edge of the forest there and just kind of like you were saying do a recon on the tower. I don't know if we can see it. And we haven't figured
Everyone
out what
got
time
cold
it was.
weather gear.
See.
I've got a cloak.
Who does not have a cloak?
I didn't think about that.
I have. Oh wait. I have a blanket. Does that count?
You can walk around in a damn blanket.
It says a thick quilted blanket
I do not have a
made to
cloak.
keep you
Be like
warm
my
in cold
2-year-old.
weather.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wiggle up and like a damn caterpillar. Just with a
Constantina,
blanket.
do you have a cloak?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good night. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Ricky was just talking about being a caterpillar.
Yes.
Good night.
So I can turn into a butterfly.
A blue
What?
butterfly.
Night night, Thomas.
Try to back in. Alright, so Hada and Constantina do not have cloaks, aka I'm just gonna use that for like cold weather type stuff.
I mean, I don't have one either, but
Um,
I have a blanket.
You have something to
I think
act as
everybody's
cloak.
got a blanket.
Got a bedroll.
Is that
Oh,
not
I
in
got it.
everybody?
if you
got a bedroll.
if you chose the adventuring gear, then yes. If you didn't, then no.
Yeah, I
Alright.
chose adventuring gear, so
Oh,
I got
then
a
I-
blanket.
I'm pretty sure that's what I.
Well, we'll just say for the sake of it that before you guys leave, you guys have a
Yeah.
discussion about cold weather gear, and you might want to head to the local shop where they have cloaks and gloves and coats and things like
Yeah.
that. You can get a set for, I'd say, what do we say the cloaks were? They were like 5
It's
gold.
20.
20 gold.
I thought they were 20 or
Okay.
25.
So maybe like
They're cheap.
a full set of cold weather gear would probably run you like 35 gold. So
What is it besides a cloak?
All right. Cool.
Because I just got the cloak.
gloves and a coat.
Okay.
Maybe a hat or something. I don't know.
I specified my cloak has a hood.
Okay. So a cloak, a coat, and some gloves, and a hat and/or a hooded cloak. So if you don't have the cold weather gear, it'll be 35 gold for a set. For those of you that have a cloak already, then just pay the difference, 15 gold.
All right.
So what? I didn't catch any of that. I'm sorry.
So before you guys are leaving, we're gonna go ahead and have everybody stop at the shop and get outfitted for cold weather gear. So, so you have a cloak, but you need gloves and a coat as well. So that's gonna be like 15 gold if you already have a cloak.
All right. Got it.
And then just add that stuff to your guys' inventory.
I have some pirate outfits I would like to try to trade for some cold weather gear in perfect condition.
Okay, sure. The what are you trying to trade for?
The cold weather gear. I already have a cloak. I just need the gloves and the coat.
Okay. So you can get one guy. The guy says he'll take one outfit for a set of gloves and a coat.
Deal.
Okay. Everybody else marking off the gold
Yeah.
and or
Yep.
trading for your cold weather gear.
Trying to find the stuff in the
Yep.
inventory thing.
You might
I
just have
was-
to make it.
Yeah.
Just make.
Yeah, I
something
had to
that says
just make it.
cold weather.
Cold weather gear. Cloak.
Yep.
Gloves.
Cloak, coat, gloves.
How much does it weigh? Doesn't really matter. 10 pounds.
I would say 10 pounds. It's more than enough.
Add. Okay.
Okay.
10 pounds. I would say 5 pounds for a coat and gloves.
Okay. Well, we'll just
Some of
gonna
us-
say 10
Oh,
pounds.
wait. No, 10 pounds there because the cloak, I think I put 5 pounds for the cloak. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
And we'll presume that Constantina will do the same. All right, so you guys get outfitted for the weather, and then you guys start to make your way. Did you guys decide what time you're leaving the city at? So by this time, you seeked audience with the king, had conversation back and forth. It's probably, we'll just go ahead and say you guys had breakfast. He probably fed you some food there for a lunch. It's probably like mid-afternoon at this point, like 2 or 3 o'clock.
I mean,
So we could go and then sleep in the forest and then hit the tower during the day ish.
how long is the trip there?
Day.
Day's ride.
Wouldn't it? Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the cloak was 20 gold. Yep, you were right. 20
gonna
gold.
I was gonna say something about going at nighttime, but I guess vampires will be awake at night.
Right.
But we just need to be there at dawn.
Yeah.
And probably do some scouting in the pre-dawn hours. So that way we could get a plan together before dawn. Or we would have to go there during the dawn, do a scouting party, and then get out and come back. If that makes sense.
So you guys want to leave now? It's almost
No, because if we leave now, we won't get there until early afternoon tomorrow, at the earliest. So that would make sense. We'll be getting there right as it starts to get dark.
okay. We want to get there. We got to sleep again, though, right?
Either way, yes.
Okay. What if we leave? If we leave midday tomorrow, that'll put us there at midnight.
How about we pull a
Then we can
metagame
sleep.
move? Ask the DM, we're going to leave at whatever time it is. When we get there, it'll be 7 a.m. or the break of dawn. So whatever time it takes for us to leave, get there at the break of dawn is when we leave.
Okay. So are you guys going to just ride for a day straight?
Yeah, I don't care if it's shit about this horse. I hate horses.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys want to stay another night in the city, or what? You could always sleep out in the wilderness.
Yeah, let's just start
I
the
think
damn journey and get out of this stupid town.
I agree.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
All right.
Leave now at 4 p.m.
Guys, leave in the mid-afternoon, grumbling about how much you hate this city because you've been here for so long. Can't even remember what happened before this city.
Good times.
All right,
The
so
city's
you guys,
been good to me, fellas. I don't know about you.
I have no
All right,
complaints.
so who's leading the pack?
I did kill
The
a
tracker.
bunch of- Oh, I will lead.
No. The ranger.
I have a great sense of
I think the
direction.
ranger should.
The ranger.
I can only go until it gets dark, and then I can't see squat. But I know
That's fine.
danger is around.
That's fine. You can lead us until it's dark.
All right, so
Yes, I have dark
Talmec-
vision
Also,
and passive perception.
somebody
of
just
like
give
a
him-
20.
Some light so he can just guide in dark.
I have a sword that gives off light, moonlight, but only 15 feet. Y'all can see 30 feet. So,
all right, so make a survival check, Talmec.
are we in the forest?
Nope.
Okay.
Ooh.
22.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, so Talmec has a good sense of direction out of the city, and you guys head straight north. Go for a couple of hours. It's starting to get dark. Talmec's starting to have a little bit of a hard time to navigate, but with the the snow, and there's kind of lack of landmarks and things like that. It's starting to get dark, so there's not as much light. But you guys make it successfully to the edge of the forest, which you see is before you and kind of edges out to the east there. As you look out to the east, you can faintly see the water out there as you guys are heading north. So, how are you guys going to continue on?
So what you're saying is we can go through the forest or around the forest, and the water's to our. Okay.
Yeah, it helps to pull the map up. The water's north
yeah.
and east, but the water's closest through the tower.
Yeah, so you guys are probably like right here.
Make it to the edge of the. Oh, we're at the southern edge of the forest.
Yeah, because you're just approaching it.
Oh, crikey! Do we want to go into a possibly vampire-infested forest in the middle of the night? I mean, I'm all for it. I'm not gonna lie, but
I can sense danger, so we do have
And my-
somewhat of an advantage.
passive perception is incredible. I will rely on blind luck.
And if we don't go through the forest, what is it? Just a straight barren ice land?
Essentially.
I'm for going through the forest myself.
Let's see. Short rest.
We could skirt around the forest, like stay to the forest.
Stay on the outline. Tree line.
Yeah. Stay on the tree line.
Damn, I got a long rest to get my channel divinity back. Oh, that's the problem.
You've long rested.
Didn't we
since-
long rest like 8 times?
If you haven't long rested, you should have,
Yeah.
because we.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I was
definitely
just
long
talking
rested.
about if we push into this forest
Hmm.
and encounter some vampires, I don't know that I would have time to long rest before
Right.
moving on in the morning to the tower, is
Gotcha.
what I'm getting at. Because
Well,
you need a
if
full,
we-
solid 8 hours to long rest.
Right. If we stay close to the tree line, we should be okay. I mean, if we just go walking through a Iceland desert, I'm not sure what. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to do with our cold weather gear.
Speaking of weather,
Clearly,
you notice that the wind has started to pick up and snowfall is starting to come in pretty heavily. Looks like there's a blizzard coming in.
All right, fellas, into the forest. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good thing you all got cold weather gear, otherwise you'd be in some pretty dire straits.
So we're gonna cut into the forest, but not into the forest. You know what I'm saying? We're
Falling right
Okay.
along the tree line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Using the
like
trees
20
as a
yards
little
in.
bit of shelter. Yeah, got it.
Yep. So as the weather picks up, you guys seek shelter in the tree line. The wind is howling and the snow is beating against your guys' face as you guys kind of traversing through the forest area. Talmek, go ahead and do another survival check. I know it's the forest, but because of the weather conditions, I'm going to have you do a straight roll.
Okay. 15.
Say 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, continue along the tree line without issue. The storm has made it challenging to navigate, but you managed to stay along the tree line and not get turned around. So you guys have essentially, probably, I would say, made it at least halfway through, maybe 3/4 of the way through the forest there. As you continue to make your way through the forest, at this time it's probably getting pretty dark, if not pitch dark. So I don't think, Talmek, you're probably not able to lead anymore. You have your sword, but that's because of the conditions and things. It's probably not enough.
Nope.
So what is? Are you guys continuing to move forward? Are you guys trying to make camp somewhere?
You said we're
Halfway to 3/4.
we want to try
Somebody
to
else.
get eyes on
you
this
wanna
tower.
If you want to continue to lead the party, you can, but you'll be at disadvantages on things.
I'd say we keep pushing through until the northern edge of the forest, because we're gonna have to try to make a push for this thing. Do we want to wait until daybreak to leave the forest, or leave the forest still in the dark in the wee hours of the morning?
So we keep pushing until we get a visual of the tower. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Somebody that's got vision's got to just get in the front. I'll just use
It's
my
up to you
senses.
guys.
Don't all jump at once.
Who's taking
Okay,
the front,
due
guys?
to no division, Kiku takes charge and goes
Sure.
to the front, and we keep
Whatever.
marching.
Not
Or
like
we
I,
can make camp here. I'm really game for
I mean, I
either.
have no
I'm just-
survival,
That's
so.
just my opinion.
All right,
I mean, it makes sense to keep pushing until we get visual of the tower, and then make somewhat of a camp.
go ahead and do a survival check for survival roll.
You have a plus
Oh, my
4 survival?
Sweet
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, ha.
Man.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I got a 5 with the fucking plus 4.
He falls into a snow pile. It's 2 feet
So,
tall, and it's
jeez.
taller than him.
We're
Uh,
making camp.
Let me see this real quick.
I forgot how to breathe oxygen, guys.
And Kiku suddenly stepped right on Vampire.
Kiku suddenly turns around and confidently starts marching the direction he just came, and said, "Look, guys, I found some footprints."
Right. So you guys are traipsing along, and
I think I'm it.
you, Kiku, you're not having a good time of navigating, but you don't want to speak up
This damn
and
horse.
say anything. So you continue to lead the group. You kind of lose your way from the tree line because of the wind and the snow, and probably got a bunch of snow in your beard, and it's just clouding your vision, your eyes and everything, and it's just really hard to see.
Right.
And so you start to lead the party into the forest more and more, until you guys get to a point where you're essentially like in the thick of the forest. It's dark at this point. The wind's howling. You're able to.
My senses never went off at that point. Like
You're able to. Your senses are what again?
They're
I
geared
can-
towards danger more, aren't they?
hang on 1 second. Your group can't become lost except by magical means.
What is that called?
Natural explorer, and I chose forest.
Ooh, even he saves a critical fail.
Oh. I like the sound of that.
Hmm.
I think I see that your class feature is there. Says that your group can't come lost. Kiku also did roll a natural 1.
I mean, I'm gonna throw
So-
it out there. Who's to say it isn't magical means?
Yeah,
Just saying.
I don't know.
But a class feature, isn't that like my channel divinity?
I'm gonna say for the sake of the natural 1 that it supersedes your feature.
Okay.
And
Damn it, Kiku.
you guys continue inward into the forest. Talmik tries to kind of redirect, but Kiku is more certain that he is, leading you guys in the right direction, and eventually Talmik just falls silent. And so you guys eventually get to an area where, again, you can't really see too far in front of you. You get to until you're essentially right up on this area that looks like it's like a cave almost in this forest. And
Boy,
through
fuck
the
it. Let's go sit in this cave.
through the wind, you're able to see what looks like to be 2 torches, like big torches that you could kind of see through the snow and the sleet, and 2 torches that are lit. And I will say that as you come to this cave and these torches, Talmik, your feet goes, you're alerted to potential danger.
Oh.
So
Night night.
And
Night.
Night night.
Good night.
all right, let me go ahead and as you guys approach this cave. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Got a good feeling about this guy.
You missed it.
Yeah, what is it?
What would you roll? What would you roll?
For what? Investigating a
Maybe
cave?
Insight?
SA,
Like my
Perception?
instincts, I guess?
SA, could I investigate?
Well, so you guys are coming up on this cave. You see these two torches that are lit. The wind is howling. The snow is falling heavily, so you're not able to really make these torches out until you're like right up on top of them, right?
Oh boy.
Problem is that there's these two figures.
I make a perception roll.
What are you trying to perceive?
Trying to perceive what the hell is happening with these torches. And what's in front of me. Obviously something weird is up there. Can I make it out?
Okay, roll at a disadvantage because of the weather.
Ooh.
Okay. It's a pretty good disadvantage roll. As you guys come up to the cave, you are able to make out the torches, and you are able to perceive through the wind and the snow and the darkness, Kiku, that you see these two huge shadowy figures that are standing by these torches. Their silhouettes kind of illuminated by the torches.
Are the shadows giant or are the figures giant?
Well, the
Are they
shadows
giants?
and the shadows and the figures are one and the same, right? Because all you can see is the silhouette of these figures.
Oh, crikey. Guys, I think I see some giants and some torches up ahead. Don't know if they're friendly or not.
Prefer not to find out.
Maybe Constantina could. Yeah. Maybe Constantina, can you turn into, I don't know, a bug or something and go investigate? Do you have any small?
Yeah. I can't fly. Plenty of bugs are options.
Can you turn into a fox?
Keep in mind that because of the weather conditions, when you turn into something like an animal, it's probably going to be affected by cold weather.
Okay, so a snow hare.
Well, I'm
Silent.
Becomes something that they would really like to eat.
the only thing I have that I can see that's cold weather Arctic is I mean, like, there's bigger animals like a brown bear or an elk, but I think we're looking for something smaller. I think there's anything too small. Look, but I didn't see anything that stuck out. Let me just double check. A badger, is that?
That's pretty small.
And the honey
But
badger
nobody
don't care.
fucks with honey
Yeah, it's like-
badgers.
Yeah, I was saying.
They're
is
gonna
this
say,
like
"Oh
a
man, honey badger." You know what?
Is it a European badger or an American badger?
It's a Wisconsin badger. Okay.
Oh yeah, those things will look rough.
Yeah, there you go. I'm good with badger.
Go for the badger.
Okay, so you turn it into a badger.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you turn into a badger, and what are you trying to do? You scurry off to investigate.
Yes.
Okay. Anything in particular that you're doing as you approach this cave or these lights?
Um,
Let's see, hold on, let me see. How? Okay, so you turn into this badger, and as soon as you turn into the badger, you realize that your vision is essentially non-existent. Like, you come to the realization that their badgers are not particularly well adapted for night vision. And so you're not able to really see much of anything.
okay. So I do have dark vision 30 feet, but I guess that's not good.
Right.
Okay.
Well, they do, or
In here it says Badger dark vision 30 feet. I understand it's snowing and flurrying.
okay. I guess I should have done that. Yeah.
I could smell for something, I suppose, but I guess with a blizzard you got smell.
Okay. All
You're-
right. I guess D&D gives them dark vision. Okay. All right, that's fair. Okay, so is there anything in particular that you're doing as you approach the cave or the lights or anything?
Yeah, I guess I'm just looking for the light and looking for any evidence of activity, of I guess not human, but well, vampires I guess are humans. Any evidence they're there. Anything seems suspicious. Any kind of artifacts. Anything that sticks out is just not natural to the location.
Make okay, so how close are you getting?
Well, I guess these are all things we should decide before I turn into a badger and what I'm going to do. This always happens.
What are you going to, like, trot up? You're not going to walk right up to him.
Like I'm looking sniffing around for some food.
You gotta at least be, based on your dark vision, you gotta at least be within 30 feet, right?
Yeah. So, I guess I probably get within about 20-25 feet. Just sniffing around, looking like doing badger things.
Okay, make a perception check with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, as you kind of approach slowly, cautiously, you use your keen sense of smell to kind of, try to seek out what is before you, and you're able to get the distinct smell of, the smoke from the torch, the burning torch there. You're also able to get this kind of really just unsightly, or just this really kind of nasty smell. Smells like just this musty, just disgusting, unclean, like smell of like dead fish and dead meat.
That's just cake.
coming from from the direction of the cave, right? Some dead animals or something, either in the cave or around these two figures. Doesn't smell good. You Make a history check.
Okay.
There's another smell there that you kind of recall that you are remembering back many weeks, probably like 2 weeks ago at this point, but in your previous travels that you guys had come across some other giants, and being around them, you remember the same sorts of smells that you're now, kind of receiving from the badger and his olfactory senses. So you kind of accurately identify that these are, in fact, hill giants.
All right. Then I guess I've identified the present danger, and I head back, inconspicuously doing badger things back to camp to wild shape back into my tiefling form and inform the group.
Okay. Hopefully you guys can see the map. Okay, so you
Giants. These guys are bad news, no?
So Talmec speaks giant. I don't know if y'all want me to get up to 15 feet. I mean, really, I just need to hear them. I don't know if I need to see them. Can I see them in their torchlight?
You can see the silhouettes of them.
I mean, do you have to be
but-
within 15 feet to hear them? Doesn't
Yeah.
sound travel.
I would say
Right.
it's probably also hard to hear because of the wind and the weather conditions.
Train your dragon ears better.
Yeah, do giants not have loud booming voices? Deeper voices that would carry better in cold weather conditions?
They cut through
Okay.
the wind.
Say I was to try and travel up here, Anthony. Can you see that on the map?
Yes.
So if I curl around, like through these trees and whatnot, and I get up here, can I listen to them?
Sure.
I do it stealthily. Is that alright with the group?
I would like to also add one thing. We are close enough to vampire territory that it might be one of those the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of deals, where we talk to the giant saying, hey, we're here to kill vampires. Can we seek refuge here? And or would you like to assist us with the threat?
Yeah.
Maybe try to recruit them, or at least not have them kill us or aggro.
Well, let me listen to them first to see.
Yeah.
I mean, they may be vampire giants. Who knows?
Yeah, because if getting in a skirmish too could alert vampires to our presence as well. So
Okay. Well, see what you can pick
Right.
up, Talmac, and if you see an opportunity to strike a bargain with them, go for it.
I'm just gonna do a recon. I don't know if I don't want to talk to them from above them. That might be aggressive. But I just want to
Yeah,
hear. I just want to hear what
Expo will
they're
be easier.
talking about.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
here's an answer.
17.
Okay, so you manage to kind of go back into the tree line and navigate around and up this little alcove kind of in amongst the trees, above these giants here. Kind of quietly make your way up there and kind of crouch down and trying to listen to their conversation. So at this point, they're not really having any sort of meaningful conversation, really just talking about the specific storm that you guys are experiencing at the moment, wondering when it's going to be over.
Am I close enough to see into their camp?
Into the cave?
Lights? Well, I mean, they're outside the cave, right? They're just kind of sitting out there.
Right.
So are they sitting in torchlight, or are they sitting in the darkish?
They are in the torchlight, yes. But there's nothing.
So there's nothing around them, like material-wise, or
no, just they've got some food and stuff. Most of their stuff, that makes up their camp is inside of the cave itself.
Okay, and I can't see into the cave. Okay.
Cave goes a little bit far back, and it's dark. Can't see.
Okay. Can I make my way back to the group and then use my my scope, and can I see into their cave?
You can try. I mean, you pull your scope out, and you can you're able to see the silhouettes of the giants, but you're not able to see into the cave. You don't have vision. You can see there's like a faint light that you can see like far into the cave, but it's kind of out of focus. You're not able to make out what it is. You just assume that they've got torches on the inside. They probably have a torch or two on the inside of the cave as well as the outside of the cave.
Okay. They're just normal giants, fellas. I don't know how, Kiku, if you want to go talk to them. If you want to talk to them, we should probably take a fighting position. I mean, I don't know if we should all just walk up there.
Yeah, let's go, Talmec.
Yeah, maybe take
You
out.
want to go? You want to go to them?
Who else can talk to him?
Nobody can talk. I'll go by myself, but I can't talk giant.
That's true.
I'm gonna
I can
do
speak giant.
another weather check. So, as you guys have been kind of doing this, obviously the weather was bad. That led you guys here, but as you guys have been here over the last like 30 minutes or so, the winds have started to die down. The snowfall has started to slow down a lot. It's probably still snowing, but and obviously it's still nighttime, but the wind has subsided substantially.
Okay, well, me and Talmec are going to go talk to the giants. Constantina be on standby to turn into a bear and drag our dead bodies out of there if it goes sideways. Karga, Hata, be ready to run interference for exfil. You guys need to provide a distraction and run away on your horses. If you need to, feed my horse first to the giants. I hate that fucking thing. Use it as bait.
I love this book.
Alright,
Sound like a plan?
Yeah. Let's walk up with our horses then, and we'll tell them.
I have to leave my horse here so they can properly use it as bait.
Now,
Need to run
how
it
close are we
straight
going
into
to?
the giants. I don't want to bring anything.
You don't want to use
more.
it as an offering?
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess we could. We could ride up with the horses, and that'll give us an easier chance of trying to escape the giants. Should the negotiations break down, I like what you're thinking. All right, I'll feed the horse first to the giants. Y'all don't worry about that. All right, let's go, Talmac.
Okay, my horse is staying back. That's why.
Well, shit, I'm slow as shit. All right, I leave my horse back here. Hata, send this thing to the giants. The second it goes sideways.
Will do.
All right, I march up to
All
the
right, here we go.
giants.
Okay, so is it Kiku and Talmec? Are you guys going up? Just the two of you?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I make a lot of noise so as not to startle them. Saying, hello.
All right, so you walk, through the night. Talmec's kind of behind you a little bit. Kiku's probably like, resting his hand on your shoulder as you kind of guide him through the darkness. Still snowing. It's probably close to midnight at this point. You see these two towering giants standing before you, and as you approach them, Kiku, you start to make a bunch of noise and make your presence known, and they shout out into the night. They say, "Who goes there?"
And
Just a couple of travelers, friends. I'm assuming Talmac's gonna translate for me. Okay, Talmac translates. Just a couple of travelers looking for some either some shelter from your cave or allegiance for our cause, or simply just to pass peacefully through your territory.
Peacefully through our territory. What allegiance are you hoping to gain?
Oh, anyone who wants to kill vampires. That's what we're here for.
A mention of vampires, they kind of look at each other and they say, we are familiar with the vampires. They provide us with some victims, and we provide them with some food of their own sometimes. More of a mutual relationship that we have and share. Sounds like you guys are trying to pay them a visit. I don't know if we would appreciate that. We would lose a lot of free food.
Does anybody know if we could kill these things? How dangerous are giants? They sound dangerous. Karga?
I'm not with you guys. I'm not with you guys.
Do you have anything to offer?
Offer your elk jerky.
I have 10 pounds
yeah, we give him elk
of
jerky.
bull elk jerky.
Got that wolf.
I have 10 pounds of bull elk jerky. What?
So are you guys gonna give them?
Oh wait! Also, I have 15 pounds of decayed wolf steaks.
You say that to them?
Yes.
They seem kind of
Also-
offended that you would offer them rotting flesh.
Well, vampires are rotting flesh too, are they not? Do you guys like to eat vampire?
No, we don't eat vampire. We eat some of their victims that are still
Are their
technically
victims
humans.
Damn.
Let me look on the back.
Here is We have some. Well, shit. They're just gonna tell the
So
damn
are you
vampires.
guys going
Talmac.
to? Are you guys handing them your like? How close are you getting to them?
I say, how close?
We're
We
25
do have a,
feet.
we have a pony tied to a tree. We could go get for you
Red.
in exchange
Just one?
for some shelter,
Yellow.
maybe two.
So cool.
You mentioned shelter, and they say, well, if you want to come in, we've got some shelter. We can keep you nice and warm.
Okay.
Into the world.
Can I want to do a history check and see if I remember how much health a giant has.
Where you'll
Sure.
find a
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here goes nothing.
happy,
Fucking hell.
tasty
You seem to recall that giants have a lot
surprise
of health.
that every
They say, well, why don't you bring over those? How many horses do you have with you?
Am I not brushing my teeth tonight?
You are going to brush your teeth, but you're going to potty.
We have 2 horses.
We have 2 horses. We'll go back into the forest and bring them to you.
Sure, bring them. Bring them.
All right, we can go back.
9,000.
Sure.
9.
They're starting to follow you.
I want to find things that
Fuck,
are
they're
really
following us, Talmac. I thought they would just take
Okay.
our word for it. We're gonna have to just jump on these horses
Do we see them coming?
and bolt.
You see all 4 of them coming back. Yes.
Quick, set up the
There's
move.
4 giants.
Set up the rod. Trip them. Just kidding. Don't do that.
As they approach, they start to see more of your party. They become a little bit more cautious. Say, appears to be more of you.
I accidentally just took off my
Or are they still
So-
walking towards us?
So, put your shirt back on and
They've
go.
stopped at this point.
Quick, bluff them. There's more than 5.
We're gonna have to make a quick decision. Are we gonna
Say,
try to take the initiative and attack these guys and kill them, or
They
run?
say, so there's more of you. Does that mean there's more horses? Looks like there's 5 of you. Does
Yes.
that mean that you have 5 horses to give to us?
We do. There are 5.
We have 5 horses, 2 now, and 3 in the morning.
So we either need to take these horses and make a beeline out of here, or hope that they settle for our horses, or attack and hope we can kill them.
The first idea.
I say.
Book it. All right, let's book it.
I dash for the horse and spank it and run.
Yeah, we all ride out.
You can't. None of you are on the horses yet.
We have to get to the
Or
horses.
on. Yeah.
Okay, so
I never left my
Right-
horse.
Well, hold on.
Those 2
Right
went.
Yeah, I thought the 3 would still be on the horses, waiting for us to fuck this up.
That's exactly what I was expecting out of the dwarf.
Right behind us.
all right. So Kiku has smacked his horse, and of the 3 of you are on your horse.
And it takes them.
I guess.
No, I'm on
I
the
don't
horse,
know.
and then I hit it,
I
and
guess
I'm
now
on it
we,
and
we
ride.
have to try and get on ours because he didn't communicate.
You wouldn't.
any
No,
of
no, no,
this.
no. You weren't on your horse to begin with.
He wasn't. He walked up, so you have to get on.
Guys,
I ran,
Kiku,
got on the
Kiku
horse.
and Talmek were not on the horse.
No.
Me making a
hopping on
beeline
mine.
for the horse should be enough of a clue. A dwarf running full sprint
Okay.
for a freaking horse is of enough of a clue. This shit's gone sideways, guys.
That sounds like some
Roll for
fight
initiative.
music. Sounds like some
Roll
fight
for
music.
initiative.
I was gonna before. Okay, never mind. They're not moving, so it's.
They saw you guys running towards the horses, acting like you're getting ready to leave after you promised them to. So they are going to become aggressive.
Let's say if they. What I was waiting on to see if they were going to be walking towards us, going to try and surprise them and trip them prone.
I'll be right back. I gotta get my charger.
Should have set up that the immovable rod and trip them.
I was just going to use grease.
All right.
Would that work in the snow?
Ooh. Well, it should because I mean it just becomes cold.
That's true.
All right.
I was thinking it'd go well.
I have 1, 2, 3. Constantine, I don't have you in the tracker.
It's on there.
Oh, there it is.
Of course, I wrote lowest.
Okay. All right, Kiku, you're up.
Oh shit.
Just keep disengaging. Eventually, they'll get tired of chasing.
So you say, am I on the horse at this point? I guess I'm still on foot. How
I
far
would
am I to
say
the horse?
You guys started to make your way back to the horses. You and Talmec, still on foot, and then you started to run towards your horse. Once they saw you started to run, they became hostile. So I'd say you're probably a good still 10 feet from your horse. And if you're going to try to mount your horse, that probably is an action. Depending, and maybe a skill check. Because you're going to be doing it quickly.
And we have to take turns doing it now because we're in the middle of battle.
So while running to the horse, I yell to the guys, "Are we running or fighting?" And I dash on top of the horse, and that is my action, getting on top of the horse and asking everybody if we're running or fighting.
Okay, so you're trying to run and then jump onto the horse?
Yeah, try to, yeah.
Okay. Make a...
I have 25 foot of movement.
Should just fight it at this point.
Right, you move to, whatever the 10 feet is to get to the horse. And then make a athletics check. I'd say you run to the horse, you're trying to pull yourself up and over to get onto the horse there, and in doing so, the horse moves and you misstep and you fall prone on the ground. So you can use the rest of your movement to stand up if you want.
I use the rest of my movement to stand up and cast spiritual weapon.
Is that a bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and cast a spiritual weapon, and what is it, a hammer or a...
Yeah, a floating hammer.
Okay. So a
I will
spectral
draw
hammer.
it. Yeah, where's my horse?
I don't know. I'm
Oops.
assuming it's nearby.
There's my hammer.
Okay. Alright, so you try to, again, climb up on your horse, and he kind of moves because you're trying to do it real quick, and he wasn't ready for it, and then you kind of fall back prone, you kind of curse in Dwarvish, and then you stand back up, and then cast out a quick spiritual weapon as a spectral hammer, or hammer, appears by this tree, the base of this tree. Is that it?
Yep.
Alright. The hottest turn.
Alright, I cast grease right in front of them, making it difficult terrain.
Okay.
Night.
What's that thing? Right there.
Alright, so you cast the grease where?
Yeah, I cast grease right in front of.
Okay.
Hold on,
This one, I see it.
yeah,
Okay.
it should be a 10-foot square.
Yep.
I don't know how to make it move where I wanted it though, but that's about where I wanted it.
Where do you wanted right there?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Alright, so you cast spell and slick a bed of grease just covers the ground there. Right at the base of the one giant.
Okay, yeah. And each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Yep, so this giant's gonna go ahead and do a dex save. What is the DC?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Woo! Natural 20.
Oh my god, are you serious? I thought the odds were in my favor on that.
It was.
They are. At least he burned it on that and not on a damn hit DC.
Alright. So that's my turn.
Alright. Alright, so yeah, you throw out this grease at the base of this hill giant. He kind of just stands in it. Then you hear him cursing giant. For that, it's this guy's turn. Which one is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Alright, so he is going to, let's see, what is his movement speed? 40. Ooh. Alright, he's gonna move over here. Close to you, Kiku. And he is going to try to grab you. So go ahead and do a strength check. Alright, so somehow you manage to stave off the grapple of the giant. And that is his action. All right. Constantina, you're up.
I will shoot produce flame at the blue one.
Okay. Alright, so that damage or hit? That's a hit.
That's the hit.
Okay, that'll hit. Alright, so you shoot this fireball and it hits the hill giant square in the chest. Kind of
Does
hear
it catch
him.
the grease on fire?
Well, no, because he didn't. It depends on where you were looking to aim it. So you mentioned that you're gonna aim it at the hill giant. So he's not covered in grease at this point. So it's just 5 points of damage for right now.
My turn's over.
Okay. And Nate is not here.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm assuming that he is going to try to. Who wants to? Somebody want to play for him?
He's gonna do a flip onto that rock over there.
No. He's not going to do that.
But it would look cool.
I'm trying to look at his stuff.
His phone charger? Is that what he said he had to do? Or his computer charger?
Not sure.
Do we want to? I know initiative's the whole thing, but do we want to just like skip his turn temporarily, and then as soon as because he shouldn't be
No,
more
we-
than what 5 minutes?
I don't know what he's doing.
I
Well, we
know
could
we
just
want
do
to
a
get
turn-
the attack
we-
in with the giant.
we
but
can just do
he's
a turn.
probably not gonna keep.
We just
What's
do it.
visibility like for him so if he can shoot at it or not?
Yeah, just have him move away from the giants and shoot an arrow at the whichever one, purple one, right, blue one. Anyone have a problem with that?
I think it's probably what he'd do.
That's fine.
Yeah, just get him out of harm's way.
He's already up in the tree.
Jeez.
How far away are they from each other? The giants.
The giants?
Yeah. Depends on where you draw the ruler. Some says 5 foot and some says 10 foot, depending on where you draw.
Yeah, I'd say center to center point, so like 10 feet ish.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, just have him move like back here behind us and have him shoot. Somebody roll hit. I'm rolling shit tonight. Except for that one random perception.
I'll roll for him.
Who's rolling for him?
He has a +7. He has a +7 to hit.
What are you trying to do?
Shoot his bow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be an automatic miss. 'Cause it's pitch black essentially. Midnight. No torches around, save the one that's like 50 feet away.
An automatic miss shooting at a giant who's backlit by torches.
I will say that it's at disadvantage. should be more than that, but we'll do that for now.
Well, he doesn't have a shot at doing anything else right now unless he gets in melee range.
Which, yeah, no.
Go ahead and roll disadvantage for the bowhead. Whoever's rolling.
Trying to figure out how to do it, so someone else might do.
It's what, 2d20?
Hold on.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I can't do a custom roll
I'm trying to
with
type-
disadvantage.
I'm trying to type it.
I can do it. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Ganoza.
Alright.
Oh, he might be coming back. He just joined the server.
That was me
Oh,
jumping in on his thing. Alright, 17 to hit. So that'll hit.
he rolled a 17?
He rolled a 17 to hit, yeah.
Damn, okay.
It's a +7, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
8 damage is what he got.
Which one did he attack?
And I'm assuming he's attacking the one that's closest.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so he shoots the giant square in the chest. Lets out a roar. And that'll be his turn. And then it's this guy's turn. And he is going to move. And he's stuck in the grease, right? So he's got to do a dex save to get out.
Yeah, he'll have to every time he moves if he's still in it.
Alright, so I guess I have to do that first. Dex save. Alright.
Fail.
So he falls prone.
I'm back.
Okay, so he uses half of his movement speed to get up. Right? And then he moves out of the grease. It's all the same turn, so he doesn't have to roll twice. And he is, for all intents and purposes, out of that grease. And he is going to attack you, Hada. Putting the grease down.
Yeah.
With his great club. That's a 27 to hit.
Jesus.
Oh.
Here comes like the 3D whatever the
That's
heck.
10 damage.
How much? 10?
10 damage. And he gets a second attack.
Oh.
That's a 21 to hit.
Doesn't he have to pass by Karga, who can do that special move?
That's 13
Doesn't-
damage.
You talking about Sentinel?
Yeah, Sentinel. Doesn't Ricky have Sentinel?
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Where am I
Yeah, but
at?
he hasn't passed by him. He's
That's
still
within
melee
5
range.
feet.
Yeah, but he's not passing by him. Isn't that
He
when you
moved
pass
within-
by somebody?
1 second.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature. So it's not when it goes past.
But he's not within 5
Yeah.
feet.
He is within 5
He is within 5 feet.
I think it's not.
Oh. I guess next time you can use your reaction to do that.
I'm using my reaction right now. The turn's still happening.
Turn is still happening,
Go
baby.
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Get him, Ricky.
I gotta roll to hit. It doesn't matter.
Alright, Nate, I'm assuming you're back, right? So I can exit out of your tab.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, look at that. 20.
It don't work apparently.
Natural
Oh.
20. Okay. 15 damage. So you see this giant just slam Hada twice, and you take this opportunity to just go.
Doesn't it do double damage? Did it already get calculated?
And
No, I rolled
Can you hear me?
2D. Yeah.
okay, yeah, my mic went out for a second. So you go in, you take that opportunity to go in, and you strike a critical hit, cleave with your battle axe up underneath the arm of this giant, as you get a big gash, and a bunch of blood comes out. You hear this huge groan. Okay,
Thank you.
now the giant's turn is over.
Okay. It's
Now
my
it's your
turn.
turn.
Okay. Question. I know under the spell command, it has some commands, but that's not limited. Those aren't all of the commands. So can one of the commands be me commanding a giant to attack the other giant?
It's not how that works.
Totally how that works. Fine, I'll just cast, damn it.
So you want the spell has no effect if the target doesn't understand your language, which he doesn't.
He understands Talmec.
Yeah, but he's not the one casting command.
Okay. Wait, what languages do I know?
I'm interpreting.
Yeah, at the same time. Damn it, I don't know what languages I know. It's okay. I feel like looking.
You don't know giant.
Alright, fine. I will... Hold on.
How long does this grease trap last?
One minute.
Okay, I'm using my channel divinity to abjure enemy
Okay.
on this one,
Which one?
the purple one.
Purple one. Abjure enemy.
It's 12 whiz saving throw.
Okay. And it frightens.
Yeah, frightened and speed reduced to 0 for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. On success, the creature's speed is halved for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Okay. So you shout out your spell of abjure, your channel divinity to abjure enemy, and you see the effects kind of wash over this giant as he immediately becomes frightened.
Okay, don't hit the purple one. I'm telling that to everyone else.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So it's definitely not round 12, but whatever. Alright, Kiku. Kiku and then Hada.
You're muted.
Oh, I cast Inflict Wound on the blue giant.
Okay. That'll hit.
Damn it, why couldn't that have been a damn 20?
Alright. After watching this giant just destroy Hada, you kind of step up, Kiku, and you take your Warhammer and you say some of your words for your Inflict Wound spell, and all of a sudden this necrotic energy kind of emanates from your hammer, and you shoot it out, and it streaks out from your hammer, and a direct necrotic beam kind of just envelops this hill giant as he's racked with this necrotic energy, this pain. You hear him let out a huge roar as he takes 17 points of necrotic damage.
I'm also going to hit the same giant with a spiritual weapon. God damn it. Okay, in turn.
All right.
Did you
I'm
say
going-
doing a spiritual weapon thing?
Yeah, I got a 9. I'm assuming a 9 doesn't hit though.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Intern.
All right, Ada.
All right. On the blue one right in front of me, I was going to cast Witch Bolt.
Okay.
So I'm rolling to cast. All right. And then I roll a 1d12 because I am casting it as a level 1 spell because that's where it is.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
You stretch out your staff.
Oh
and this
shit!
electricity just circles around and it shoots out, and this electricity just arcs
Going
around
over
the
shit.
giant as it
Going
just
over
lights
shit.
up the night. As you see this giant get electrocuted. 12 points of damage. Okay.
Really makes him regret that like 20 something damage he did to me.
Is that it?
All right. Yep, that's it.
Alright. Let me see this real quick. So do I have to spend my turn running?
No, its speed is
Does
0.
it work?
Its speed is 0.
Okay.
It's frightened and speed is reduced to 0 for 1 minute.
Creature
Until-
is frightened and its speed is reduced to 0 until it takes damage.
Or
Okay, so
for 1 minute.
frightened does what? Right. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Okay. Okay, so I can still attack, but at disadvantage. Alright. So, he is going to attack at Kiku at disadvantage with his great club. And he can't move. 17.
That's a miss.
Okay. So he is going to then change targets and go for Hada. And actually, you know what? He can't because his multi-attack is for 2 great club attacks. So he's going to try to attack Kiku again. And that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 hits.
It's 22 damage. So he, after missing the first attack, he shouts in frustration and he slams down, and you hear this loud crunch as this great club comes down right on top of Kiku, and he takes 22 bludgeoning damage. And that is his turn. Alright, Constantina and then Talmec.
Which one has the arrow in it?
Which one has the arrow in it? The purple
Yeah.
one.
Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, then I'll just do produce flame again. On the blue one.
Okay. Alright, that'll hit.
Yay.
Little little spark
I got
goes
it.
out. Here's the image, by the way. 1 point of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yes.
All right, Talmec, you're up.
I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark on the blue one, which gives me an extra 1d6 damage if I hit, but I also get an advantage on any wisdom, perception, or survival check I make in order to find it. So which one would you like me to roll? Because I marked it and I want to find it so I can shoot better.
Hunter's Mark. All right, so you mark the blue one you said?
Yeah.
And you have advantage. You make to find it. You do survival, that's fine.
1 second. Jeez, 8.
8 total?
8 total. I rolled a 3.
Oh, but that's
Really?
But you have advantage, right?
Oh yeah, okay. Hang on, I'll roll one more time. So I got an 8 and a 14.
Okay. I'll say it's just enough for you to find your target. So just go ahead and do a straight roll for hit, because you had
See if I
disadvantage.
hit.
Yeah, because
Yep.
you had disadvantage because it's really dark. But with
Okay.
the Hunter's Mark, it helps a little bit. So
17.
yep, that'll hit.
I get 4 plus another 1d6. 4.
Alright, so 8 damage. Alright, so you mark the giant, and as it's marked, it has a little bit of a kind of a dim light that emanates from the giant that you're able to kind of see through the darkness, and your shot rings true, and you're able to do 8 piercing damage. So let's see, that's okay.
Yeah, and that's my turn. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. All right, and it is this guy's turn, and he is going to continue his onslaught for Hada.
This is gonna hurt.
I was gonna say y'all ain't got no health or anything.
It's nice knowing you.
14 to hit.
Oh, that just makes it. My AC is 13.
Oh my
Oh man.
How unfortunate.
I'm
So
dead.
yeah, this giant really didn't like that grease trap. So after getting hit twice, and just absolutely destroyed, this giant comes back for Hada, and he slams down again with his great club, and he just flattens Hada, and he lifts his club up, and he's just prone on the ground. And with that, he will turn his attention to Kiku.
How much damage?
I did too many.
I shared it. It's 20 points of damage that Hada took. 12. I think that's gonna miss. So he strikes it at Kiku and misses with his second attack. And that's gonna be his turn.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave you on the ground.
That's fine.
I'm gonna cast. Wait, hold on 1 second. My channel divinity is not concentrated. No, it's not. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to cast Bane on both giants. It's a charisma 12 saving throw. And if they fail, it's a you have to roll a d4 and subtract the number from any attack roll or saving throw for a minute, which probably would have helped Tada a turn earlier.
Okay, up to 3 creatures of your choice make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target fails, make an attack roll.
Just trying to debuff as much as possible.
Alright, so what's the DC?
12 charisma.
Okay.
They both have to roll.
Oh yeah. First one is the blue one. Passes.
Mother.
Purple does not pass.
Okay, well, the
Okay.
purple one's not the one I was ultimately worried about, but that's fine. I'll take one of 2.
Okay, so he's debuffed for how long?
A minute, as long as I keep the concentration up.
Okay. So you cast out Bane, and you see the purple one again get this visible effect, kind of racking his mind as he starts to feel unsure of his strikes.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Don't know what I would put on that, but just put concentration reminder. Okay, Kiku. And then Hada.
I'm gonna try and inflict wounds again.
On.
The
Which
blue
one? 'Cause
giant.
They're both in melee range now.
The blue giant.
Okay. That'll hit.
Nice.
Alright. So you watch Hada go down, and that kind of fuels fire inside of you, and you again reach out with your hammer and inflict this necrotic energy that just consumes and envelops this giant as he groans out with in pain for 22 more points of damage.
Alright.
He's
Spirit weapon again.
starting to look a little rough.
I'm gonna try spirit weapon again.
Alright, that's gonna hit.
It's better than last turn.
5 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It hit. 5 more damage.
Okay.
End turn.
Alright, Hada. You gonna be doing a death saving throw, I guess?
Muted.
You're muted.
Yeah, what would be my death saving throw? How do I do that?
You do a d20,
Okay.
and if it's
Go to
above- if it's above
There's this-
10,
Yeah.
it passes. If it's below, you fail.
Okay.
There's a specific way to do it, though. I think when you're down, there's actually a way to. It'll be like in your
Okay.
condition
Nice.
or something.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 1 pass.
Oh.
So you need 3 passes.
Okay. Cool.
So you've got 1 of 3.
Woo!
All right, and that's all you can really do.
Yep.
All right, it's purple guy. All right, Kiku, he's going to attack you. So he is Bane. Is that for damage or
Attack.
abilities? Attack.
Yeah.
The attack roll.
Yep.
Okay. And it's a 1d4.
1d4.
All right. Roll that. Roll
And he's
quick.
at disadvantage because he's frightened.
So you got a 4.
Nice.
Disadvantage. He rolled a 9. which is gonna miss.
Chance.
Then he has a multi-attack, so he does it again. We're gonna do that, so that's 2. He rolled for his Bane.
Yep.
Again, a disadvantage. Better. 19.
Are you subtracting 2 from that?
Yes.
Does a tie for the AC hit?
Yes.
I have a 19 AC.
Yes. Ties win.
Almost.
But not good enough. So you see this great club come down, smashes Kiku to the ground, and he lifts it up, and you see Kiku prone on the floor. That's his turn.
Dang.
You guys might want to get busy.
Yes, healing. Yes.
Alright. So I guess we need to heal. So I'll do cure wounds on. Like I can run over because I have to touch him. Cure wounds, then run back to where I was. I have those options. That moves. Many moves to make.
You can, use your movement speed to get over and use an ability, and then try to get out. What's your movement speed?
All right. I think it's 30. No, 30.
Probably 30.
Okay. I had to guess. Alright, so hold up here. Let's go, so sorry. Alright, so I'll do cure wounds on Hada.
Okay.
So run over,
So,
heal him, and run back.
okay. So you run over to Hada and put your hand down, and this energy, this healing energy, emanates from your hand and enters into Hada, and you see Hada down on the ground, and he kind of wakes up. And then you turn to run around and run away, and this giant gets an opportunity to attack as you leave. And I'm assuming he misses with an attack roll of 10. He slams down
Yeah,
with
misses.
his great club, and you manage to evade as you exit his melee range.
And it turns over.
Okay. Alright, Talmec, you're up.
I'm gonna do Horde Breaker. So,
Okay.
you know what that is?
I think I do. They're within 5 feet of each other, so you get hit both of them, right?
Right. And I have Sleep Arrows, which the Sleep Arrows, you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this piece of magic ammunition. They also have been dipped in a sleeping potion. On a successful hit, the target has to make a con save of DC 15. When the target fails, they fall unconscious for a minute. So I have to roll to hit, I'm assuming.
Hold on, I'm looking at these arrows.
And I get a +1.
+1 to attack and damage made with this piece of magic ammo. Been dipped in a sleeping potion. A successful hit. The target has to make a con save. target fails, they fall unconscious for 1 minute. Once it hits a target, ammunition is no longer magical. Okay. Alright, so what are you asking?
Do I roll to hit first and then see if they get the con save? If not, it's just straight up
you have
damage.
to hit. You have to hit first.
Okay, Ricky, should I be hitting the purple one?
No.
I mean, if I knock them both down and they both go to sleep, we can get the hell out of here.
That's up to you. That's up to you.
I'm taking the chance. Let's do it.
Which one are you attacking first?
I'm gonna do the blue one first.
Okay, blue one first. That's the one that's Hunter's marked?
Hunter's mark, yeah. I rolled a
Okay.
12.
Okay. So that's gonna miss.
Great.
So you shoot, and the arrow just.
Fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna shoot for the purple one now since I did Horde Breaker.
Okay.
24.
Okay, that will hit. Alright.
So he's gotta make a con save.
Don't forget to roll your Bane die.
Is it on ability checks?
It's on saving throws and attack rolls. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Jeez. Stupid stuff. The problem is I gave you guys way too much crap. Alright.
I'm talking about it's a
3.
spell. That's a spell. I picked it.
3. Open the stat block. And it's wisdom.
It said
What'd you say?
a con save.
Con save. Ooh.
Yeah.
Con save. That's looking good. Oh no. Okay. All right. So you take out your second sleeping arrow and hits the giant. So he's no longer frightened, but he is feeling a little bit sleepy, and his head kind of just droops down to his chest.
Okay. So no damage. Right?
Does-
What are we doing damage?
Does damage.
It's an arrow.
Right?
It would do damage.
It says,
Roll
it
damage.
says +1, right?
+1 to damage, yeah.
Yeah, just do that. It's fine. It's a 6
5.
damage.
6 damage, yeah.
Alright, so 90. Okay, yeah. Alright, so he. Check for concentration. What is he being concentrated on?
Mm.
What are we talking about?
I have a concentration reminder on this. Oh,
yeah, for
it's
some
for,
reason.
it's for yeah, I can't remember.
Well, if it's for my channel divinity, that's gone.
No, it's not that. It's for something else.
Oh, was that the witch's bolt? I had that on there.
It might have been. That was on the blue one though.
Oh yeah,
But that broke your concentration because you
yeah.
got
I
knocked out. Okay, so this guy's asleep.
Okay.
Looking for the sleep thing.
It takes a minute.
Yeah,
Oh, good, now we can just
Say-
concentrate on the one.
say he's unconscious for right now.
Enter.
Really wishing that the blue one had gone to sleep.
Right.
So
It's fine, that
both of
one's-
them went to sleep.
All right.
That one's also half dead.
Okay, so it's this one's
He's
turn,
also got it out for me.
It's true.
and he sees what you did, Talmec, and he sees that his friend there is decidedly taking a nap. So he is going to unarmed strike him. I guess he can't really unarmed strike him, but he is going to make an attack. And come on, move out of the way. How much is that? Okay, so he's gonna hit this giant and be successful. And he's gonna take 5 points of striking damage as he smacks him across the face or whatever, wakes him up from his slumber, but he's no longer asleep. And he's gonna take his second attack with the great club, and sees that you're back up, Hada. 17.
Okay.
Back down you go. 14 points of damage.
Alright, do I put in 14 and it go to a negative, or does it just go to 0?
You could try both. So it doesn't matter.
As long as you don't go to negative 35.
Yeah.
Alright.
You
Karga's
dead
up.
at negative 35.
Yeah, that's a dead.
All right. I'm gonna. Damn it. Since I'm currently 10 feet away, I'm gonna take a roundabout this way, so I provoke no opportunity attacks. Come up right here next to Kiku, and I'm gonna use my entire lay on hands pool, -1 on him. So that's 19 HP.
Okay, is that a
That's an action.
action?
That's an action.
Okay. Okay. I would say that you're probably within melee range at this point. Like, you weren't originally, but
Yeah, I moved my.
Kiku was in melee range.
Yeah, I
right?
moved. I'm moving myself there. I
Okay.
know.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to touch
Making
him.
sure.
I have to touch him, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Alright,
That ends my turn.
so that's how much? 19?
19.
Alright, Kiku, give yourself 19 points. And then we're back to Kiku. You're on mute.
I
There you
am going to. Shit.
Yep.
Let me go with inflict wounds on the blue giant. God bless America.
That'll hit.
Which one are you hitting?
The blue one.
That'll hit.
Holy cow. Wow, that's. Oh, that was a 10, not a 0. Nice.
So again, Karga reaches out, lays on hands you, and you feel this healing energy radiate within you. You stand up immediately and cast this inflict wounds on your aggressors, and again this necrotic energy. How many spell slots you got left?
3.
3 left.
3 left.
And So this
Should have cast it as a level 2 spell. Oh wait, you did. Did you?
No,
you
I
didn't. You didn't.
cast. No, that was a level 1.
Oh yeah, I see that. Never mind.
okay, so he takes 16 points of damage.
Is he
All
not
right, what
dead?
else?
No,
No, he's
Fucking
still
hell.
up. He's looking rough.
I'm going to cast Healing Ward on Hata.
Okay. So
My last
healing
level 1 spell
energy.
slot.
comes out and Hata wakes back up.
Hata, use your turn. Disengage, Hata!
Yeah.
All right, Hata, you're up.
It's like, and I'm just gonna
Disengage and
slap him in the
sprint
face,
back.
right? No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
run.
throw a rock at him. Throw a rock at him.
Yeah.
Throw some snowball.
So I'm just gonna. Yeah. Stop it, you big meanie. Alright, I'm just gonna hop on back here. And does that count as my action?
Did you disengage?
Yes.
Yes, it counts as your action.
Okay.
You have a bonus action or something to use?
No, I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay. So you disengage from the hill giant without issue. That's the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, it's the purple one, and he is going to. He still has. This is the one that has Bane on him.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and roll that. But he's not frightened anymore.
Nope.
So he's going to attack Kiku. That's that's gonna hit. 25 to hit. And Kiku's back down. 25 points of damage with the first strike. As he turns his attention to Karga. And that's gonna be 17 to hit,
No.
including his Bane debuff.
No.
And he smacks down as Karga puts up his shield and has a huge dent in your shield. That's great club. That's gonna be his turn. Alright, Constantina and Talmec.
So, no, I was gonna wild shape into a brown bear,
Okay?
and
Is that
then
a bonus for you?
bonus, yeah. And then I run up to the blue one and I perform multi-attack.
Okay, let me see if I can put this thing on here. Brown bear. Alright, you're gonna do multi-attack on the blue one?
Yeah.
Okay. Which are you gonna do? It says one with its bite and one with its claws.
So I'll start with the bite.
Okay. Do you want me to roll since I've got the stat block, or you
Yeah,
wanna do it?
that's great.
Alright, so bite. Was a natural 1, so he misses.
And then the claw
And
attack.
then the claws. This one's gonna hit. 25 to hit.
Into 11 damage, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna roll
Oh,
13.
okay.
So you transform into this brown bear, and you run over to this giant, and you reach out and you try to bite him, and he kind of moves out of the way, and then you rear up on your hind legs and you slash at him with your claws, and you able to stand up high enough as he kind of misses the first bite. He kind of stoops down low as you raise up, and you smack him across the face, and you knock him across the face, and he falls to the ground.
Nice.
All right, we got one.
Okay. Did it?
Yes.
Constantine? Yep. Okay. Alright, Talmec.
I am going to use a sleep arrow and shoot this fool right in the face.
Okay.
So, 15.
So keep in mind too that this one is not the one you hunters marked, is it?
Nope.
Okay, so go ahead and roll again.
Roll again.
Yeah. The attack at disadvantage.
Oh, well, I want to use Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Well,
Can I do
you've already shot, so you can do it next turn.
that? Okay. Alright, so I roll. That was a 15. So a 9.
+1.
Alright, so. Alright, so you shoot, miss your shot. So you're currently down 3 sleeping arrows at this point.
Yep. Alright, my movement, I'm going to run up towards the front here.
Okay. So you're probably within
And
melee
I
range.
will end my turn. Yep.
Okay. Coming up to say hello. Alright, Karga.
Yep. Hold on. Alright, I'm just gonna attack it, and I'm gonna use Divine Smite.
Okay.
So first I'll roll to hit. Okay, that'll hit. I already know.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. What is it? 2d8 plus my damage.
Mhm.
24.
Alright, so you say some words, utter some words into your axe as it radiates with this white hot light, and you kind of go up and you strike at this hill giant as this divine energy kind of sears the torso of the hill giant. He lets out a huge groan. That's a total of 24 damage. Okay.
That ends my turn.
Okay. Kiku.
I'm just moving my character like, and he's already in melee range, but yeah.
Step away for 2 seconds.
I probably shouldn't have ran up when I did.
That's an
Nice.
at 20. I'm back up, right?
I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
Alright, Mac.
He rolled a 20 on the death save.
I rolled a fucking nat 20.
Alright,
Death saving throws.
Stand up.
I think you're up, right?
Yeah. Look at that.
Yep.
I think
Does
just
that
do I
mean
just
he can
stand
hit
back
point?
up with one.
Disengage.
1.
But with
No.
1
Yep.
point.
Disengage. Kill this thing.
That's probably your action.
I
Right?
think that's my turn though.
Yeah, I think that's your turn.
I think that's my turn. Oh, do I get a bonus action?
Sure.
I attack with the fucking thing.
Obviously, that should have its own counter, anyways.
Is that a concentration spell or no?
It is not.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
Boom!
Hit damage. 5
You,
damage.
you and those
guys.
you and those ones with that weapon.
This,
I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm
Technical
doing fucking
Warhammer.
damage. I should be dead still.
Yeah.
comes out. Hits him. Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm gonna
I should have cured
cast-
myself, but fuck it.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cast Magic Missile as a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
So it'll do 4 darts. And let's see, and it automatically hits. Just 1, so 2, so I get 4 at that, correct?
For what?
Hold on. Yeah, so Magic Missile is like, it'll have 4 glowing darts of magical force, and each.
We need to keep a tracker and see like who's doing what. To man, this huge team battle.
Wouldn't you have to roll 3? Wouldn't you have to roll 3 of those? 3 or whatever it is, 4.
I don't know. So it
The death
says,
saving throws.
No,
dart?
the magic missile.
yeah, a dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. The darts all strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature or several.
So wouldn't it be
Do I have to roll for
4
each one, or is it that
separate
each
rolls?
one is 2?
It's so that's 1 magic missile right there.
Yeah,
Right.
you have
Okay,
to.
so I need
So
to.
you need to do 3 more rolls.
Okay. All right. 1. And 2. All right. So
All right, so 10 damage.
10 damage.
All right, so these magic missiles come out and they hit the hill giant. Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, this hill giant doesn't like getting shot with sleep arrows, Nate, so he is going to attack you.
I'm gonna use Sentinel as soon as you're done attacking.
17 to hit,
That's a hit.
and
Wait. Is that with Bane? Look at that.
Ricky saved your butt. Okay. Saved your butt. Alright. So he misses with that first attack. That would have been 27 points of damage. Alright, so he's gonna roll again. With Bane. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna hit this time. And it's gonna be 17 points of bludgeoning damage. Boom! Down on your head.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna use my Sentinel ability.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
yep. Do I have to roll to hit, or do I just make an attack?
You gotta roll a hit. It's an opportunity attack, isn't it?
It just says, all it says for it, I know that doesn't hit, but all it says for it is when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against an attacking creature. Doesn't say anything
Yeah.
about. Okay.
Yeah, attack roll.
Oh, whatever, I missed. So.
Okay. That's swing and a miss. All right, Constantina and Talmec.
Alright, same thing. I run up to him and give him a bite attack and then a claw attack.
All right, right over here. Bite him. It's gonna miss. It's a 12. And claws. That's gonna hit. And it's gonna be 6 points of damage. Okay. Just run over, miss with your bite again, and slash him with your claws. Okay. Talmec and Karga.
Can I use 2 concentration spells at once?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike, which you move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike and then move behind him.
Okay.
And then strike with my sword.
Okay.
Because when I was running all the way from back there, I was pulling out my sword. Now, if I strike him, can I get advantage on the strike?
I would say that's fine.
Okay. And then with the Zephyr Strike, I get that attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit.
So is Zephyr Strike what is that? An ability? Is that a spell?
It's a bonus attack. Or a bonus action.
A bonus action? Okay.
Yeah.
So you bonus action, move, and then you're going to do a regular action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me pull my sword out. Jeez. Alright, so I'm rolling to hit. 9. Good googly moogly.
Go ahead and roll again. You said at advantage.
Oh shoot, yeah. 24.
Go roll for damage.
4
Alright,
damage.
4 damage.
Plus the D8.
1d, yeah, plus a d8.
Alright, 11
7.
damage. Alright, so you cast Zephyr Strike, you circle around back, flank him, take out your Moon Touch Scimitar, which is glowing faintly in the moonlight, and slash at him. And he takes 11 slashing damage.
Now, how far did I move? Like the
Probably
15
like
feet.
good 15 feet.
Can I move again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Constantine, but I'm gonna hide behind you. I'm getting over here. And I'm done.
Alright.
Hiding behind the big old bear.
Okay.
Alright, Karga.
Same as last turn. I'm gonna attack and use my last spell slot for Divine Smite. If I hit.
Okay.
That is not a good roll.
It's a natural 1.
Yes.
And you go to swing out with your axe, and you horribly miss, and you actually get it stuck in a rock that's nearby the hill giant's feet.
Planned.
Now lodged in the rock.
Planned.
So,
I guess that ends my turn, unless... Yeah, that ends my turn. Is it an action to take my sword out of a rock? My axe out of a
Probably.
rock. Son
Probably.
of a bitch. Okay. Just burn this thing down.
All right, Kiku,
You're muted.
you're muted.
Muted.
You're muted.
Still muted.
Ooh, level 2 inflict wounds
rolled a
with
nat
a nat 20. 8d10, motherfucker.
Gosh.
Wow.
Boom!
Like
What
how
is that?
Faded it.
Yeah, there we go.
Boom, 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 boom.
Good grief.
How do you want to do this?
Came back with a vengeance.
I want my spiritual. I want to just melt him into nothing until just his teeth. I just want inflict wounds to just
Like the Nazi from Raiders of the
liquefy
Lost
him.
Ark.
Yes. It just nothing but bones.
All right. So Kiku, having been recently awakened from your death saves, right? You kind of woke up and then you see all this action happening and this giant keeps turning around and he's distracted, and you take this opportunity to cast your inflict wounds, and what you do is you drop your hammer at your feet and you see a nearby boulder and you go ahead and you hop on that boulder and you jump off that boulder and you jump onto the back of the giant and you cast this inflict wounds on him, and you just hold on for dear life as he's like writhing in pain, and essentially you're just like on his back, and this necrotic energy is slowly melting his skin away as all of a sudden all of his flesh melts away, and you're just holding the skeleton of the giant as he just falls on his knees and then collapses onto the ground. So now that you're like on the back of this giant skeleton, and there's just a pile of his liquefied flesh sitting beneath the bones.
Nice. We did it.
And that is the end of combat. And the end of the session.
Can't believe you almost did that whole thing on mute too.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
It faded in too. It was like,
Oh! I thought something was wrong with it.
Now that's a good roll.
yeah.
That is how you kill giants.
So how did you get to do the 8d10?
Because it's
Because I
double.
rolled a nat 20.
Yeah,
so
it was Yeah.
a hit for level 2.
I was gonna say you cast it as level 2, yeah.
It's 4d10.
You almost did
And
half.
that 20 is double that.
Was I right? Is it 100 HP?
Almost. It's a little bit more than that. You almost
Okay.
did half damage.
I was trying to
How
calculate
much
it from
did
the
he have
last one.
left when I did that 47?
30.
Yeah, so I had to do some massive damage.
I mean, he would have, yeah.
Oh, man.
He would have died the next round, but yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so we will pick up next time. We went a little bit over, but we were in the middle of the combat. Hopefully that's not inconveniencing anybody too much.
Can we save time and just loot the stuff while we're off of the...
Yeah.
Oh, on
Yeah,
the
we'll
Giants?
lead some.
or
Yeah,
the
we'll lead
camp
tomorrow.
or whatever we're at the camp. Because it's obviously not our final destination, so I don't imagine we're going to do anything but
Yeah.
loot it and then sleep
We can,
and rest.
yeah, we can,
Long rest.
yeah, I'll have to think up of something. I wasn't planning for this encounter because somebody rolled a natural 1, so I'll have to figure out the loot table and I'll text it to you guys.
Another bag of holding is in the cave for me.
No, nothing like that.
how far away are we from leveling up? Pretty far away.
We leveled up because
if we're gonna
down
metagame,
giants.
metagaming, I have you guys leveling up after you finish this tower.
Nice.
So,
all right.
Cool.
and then the next session puts us at the 5th of February. So,
I'll be there.
All right.
Alrighty.
February might be a little difficult for me, but I'm gonna try to be able to get it easier.
okay.
Yeah.
But should be good.
All right, fellas.
All right, guys.
Alright, thanks
Cool beans.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.